On this episode of Connected with Kelly, we are introducing you to Erin Kinsey, a Texas singer-songwriter who just released her debut single, Drunk 2. We're going to find out how social media was a big push behind it and what you can expect from her coming up. This episode of Connected with Kelly is sponsored by Pickers Vodka, proudly made in Nashville, Tennessee. So Pickers is a tribute to the musicians whose sounds fill the air in Music City. Pickers Vodka is distilled 11 times from non-GMO corn, and it's gluten-free. My new favorite is the Pickers Unplugged Vodka Soda. They're in cans. They are only 96 calories, 0 carbs, great flavors. You need to give them a try. Visit pickersvodka.com to find out more or to order online.
I'll just say I was drunk too, and I didn't mean what I told you.
Hey y'all, it's Kelly. Today I'm introducing you to Erin Kinsey. Now, she's a Texas-based singer-songwriter. She's been coming back and forth to Nashville since she was 12 years old. I met her when she was 15. She now has a debut single. It's called Drunk 2. Believe it or not, it has nothing to do with being drunk. I'll let Erin tell you more. Erin, it is so good to see you. How are you?
I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
Listen, I really was going through the memory banks and I'm thinking, I remember right before you went to London, you were 15. I think the last time that I had a chance to talk to you, you were going over for C2C. A lot of life has happened between now and then. So here we are. Tell me more about what's been going on with you.
Well, today I just dropped my first single ever, which I did the whole Siri, play Erin Kinsey on Apple Music. And the fact that something came up was just wild. But it's been really exciting to just see people connect with the song, even just the few hours it's been out and through social media. And that's definitely been the biggest thing.
Yeah. You know, that's one of those moments that you'll never forget. When you hear it on the radio, you'll always remember the first time that it was played on the radio. Give us the detail of the song Drunk 2.
Okay, well, the funny thing is, even though it's called Drunk 2, it's about not being drunk, which, my parents, they say it's very important I say this. So that's for mom and dad.
Okay.
But there's a line in the chorus that says, the things that we said, but you never meant. And I think that kind of wraps up the gist of the song. It's about embarrassment. It's about pouring your heart out to somebody and you thinking that they're pouring out theirs, but you're being a little bit more honest than they are for whatever reason. So I wrote it with Ava Sapelsa and Danielle Blakey at the end of 2019. And I absolutely loved the song. But then a pandemic happened, as you know. So so a lot of things that I was working on, everything just got kind of put on the back burner because none of us really knew what to do. So I just started writing a lot and leaning into social media, the things we could do. And the song kept getting stuck in my head and popping up on my phone. So on a whim one day, I decided to just post it on my socials and see if anybody thought of it. And the response I got from girls, guys, people of all ages around the world, people were just really connecting with that feeling of embarrassment, which everybody's unfortunately had.
Yep.
So it just kind of seemed like the right song at the right time. And I'm super excited that it's my first single.
You know, you mentioned that you put it out on social media. I believe that TikTok has become this huge testing ground for a lot of new artists that are putting out their songs. I mean, it's that immediate feedback. A lot of people, the old school way of we write a song, we produce a song, we cut a song, we put it out, we tour with it, or we play it in writers' rounds to see what that audience response is. This is immediate. So in looking at how this is all played out and hearing that kind of response, has that given you confidence to put out other songs in that same way?
Absolutely. It makes me excited to be able to test out other songs, and I'm really hoping to be able to put out a fun summer song next, just because of course there's a place for sad songs in country music especially, and I got plenty of them, but I'm excited to put out a fun thing as well. So I'm excited to kind of just test out the waters and, like you said, just get that immediate feedback. And what's cool about especially TikTok and even like YouTube Shorts and all those new platforms popping up is it gets to audiences that don't follow you. So it's a great way to get to new people. And it's fun to just take advantage of those platforms, honestly, meet new people, especially through a pandemic where it's hard to test things out the normal way.
Right. Well, and it's interesting too. Priscilla Block is just huge. She was signed to UMG Mercury label, but she was really discovered through TikTok. I mean, she's been putting out her songs on TikTok, and that's really how she got so much momentum behind her and ultimately got signed. Would that be a best case scenario? I mean, you're looking at this going, hey, it's happening for other people.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the cool thing, especially on TikTok, the relationship that you create with these fans is you show such a real side of you. It's not the polished Instagram picture. It's
Right.
not, the perfect Facebook caption where you look so polished and everything. I think that's just the best word to describe it. It's you lip singing to random songs and dancing around your house and doing the random trends. So when you portray yourself as such a real person, for lack of a better word, like you're not some person across the world, you're just like everybody else, which everyone is, especially like Priscilla, the fans, it's more of a teamwork. It's we're
Yeah.
going to help you get this song out. We see that you love it, we love it, let's do this together. I'm going to share this with my family because I want you to get to put this out. And that's such a special connection to have with fans. It's the same connection that Taylor Swift has with her fans.
Yeah.
It's super special, and those platforms give you the opportunity to build that, which is priceless.
So good. So very good. Tell me about Pink. I haven't talked to you since this happened, the song that you wrote and then had a chance to really hand it over and let it become this voice for Susan G. Komen, which is such an amazing organization.
Absolutely. So I wrote this song with Jody Marr and Victoria Shaw, who are two just beyond talented, beyond well-respected writers here in Nashville. And we wrote it, I mean, honestly, kind of around the same time I wrote Drunk too, and didn't really know what to do with it once the pandemic hit. But the one thing we noticed is that artists like Dolly Parton, Jordan Sparks, Sarah Evans, people had a little bit of time on their hands where they could take on a passion project like Pink. So because of that, we were able to get the attention of Susan G. Komen, and they loved the song and wanted to use it as a promotion. And then also we're able to get to these artists. And it's crazy how everything just happens right when it's supposed to. Because when people are on tour, I can't imagine how much tougher it would have been to get
Yeah.
their time to put on the song.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it happens, it's on the Opry, like all of these things. Did you imagine that or did you ever envision that? Because that is just next level.
I think having Dolly Parton on one of your songs, that is not a bucket list item. That's never going to happen, a different kind of level. So I never imagined anything like that. And for it to be one of my first steps into the industry and a light like that, it was such an honor. And honestly, to just do something like that that's so much bigger than me and my career and my songs, that just has helped so many people. So it's been so cool to let that song do everything it's been able to do.
Moving forward, you've got now the singles out. So check that one off the bucket list. So are you now looking forward to doing an EP? Are you just going to keep releasing singles? Do you have a strategy behind that? Or is it just like when it happens, it comes and I'm going to put it out in the world?
I wish I could tell you more of that, but I'm not even keeping it secret. There's not really, I'm kind of just going for it right now. But I definitely know I want to put out more music. I think it's
Right.
the type of thing you do at once. And I just honestly, even though it came out at midnight, I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to just put out music. I don't know what form it'll be in yet. Probably the next one will be another single. And then after that, who knows? But again, hoping to put out a super fun summer single, and we'll see where it goes from there.
I love it. You're already writing with some of the biggest names in town. You've got Victoria Shaw as one of the people that you've written a song with. Are there other writers that you hope to collaborate with that are on your list?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's artist writers that I would love to collaborate with, even like Priscilla, girls like me and in my situation, I love working with people in the same vein. And also, I mean, the greats, Shane McAnally, Josh Kerr, all of them I would love to be in the room with one day. But like you said, I have been so blessed to be in the room with some super talented people that I look in the room sometime and really don't know how I got there.
You know what? You're in, girl. You're in. You got to own it. Do you have dates that are like coming up? Do you have some shows that you're going to be playing?
I do. I'm actually going to be at the listening room on May 4th at 6:30. So it's the early show. Come out, get some dinner. It'll be fun.
So much fun. I am so happy for you. Much continued success. Girl, you're just killing it. And I know this is all you've ever wanted to do.
Absolutely. I appreciate that a ton. And I absolutely love talking with you. So I appreciate you taking the time to hear the song and chat with me. It means a lot.
That's Erin Kinsey. Make sure that you're following her on all of her socials. You can find her at Erin Kinsey TX for Texas. I would love to know if you have an artist that you would like for me to interview. You can put that below in the comments. And make sure that you are subscribed and you hit that bell. That way you will be notified when we drop new episodes each and every week. Until then, make sure that you're staying connected with all the people and things you love the most. Bye.